And we're Suddenly Ducks. I'm Bermuda.
And I'm Phil, and today we're playing Deathwatch. And over to you, Warren.
Alright, just finishing drinking this.
Chug,
okay.
chug.
It's water, so it's not really. It's only a chug.
I
But,
said chug.
Okay, why is that there? Never mind.
We're just getting our asses verbally handed to us by.
Yeah, so you guys finished up at the gates of Mount Sif here.
Social stuff, yay!
And you guys decided not to push the matter or hostily attack the Sisters of Battle, and that's where we left off. Conveniently enough for you guys, however, shortly after your meeting ends with the Palatine, you guys are discussing your next moves, heading back to your land speeder to decide what to do next. You receive a long-range Vox relay from the Ultima Ratio, which is currently in orbit, and they are requesting to send you a data packet that they received from the planet's surface that is addressed directly to you by name. Okay. So, do you want to take this data packet?
Yes.
Check for a data bomb.
We
Too
poke
much
it
Shadowrun.
with our 10-foot cyber pole.
It's a Shadowrun thing.
It could be a space anthrax.
I think Bermuda is
Imagine it
salty about
goes-
it because she's gotten hit by a few of them. So,
It goes to Sarlocc.
yeah. So, okay, the Ultima Ratio doesn't know who sent it, but it came through official channels. So they sent it down to you, and it's directly communicated to you by the communication servitors aboard the strike cruiser. However, it is encrypted.
It's
So anyone who has Cypher's Deathwatch or any sort of Forbidden Lore Inquisition or Adeptus Astartes can roll for it. If you have Cypher's Deathwatch, it's plus 30. If you have ordinary lore, lore Forbidden Inquisition or lore Forbidden Adeptus Astartes, it's a plus 10. Okay.
Solomon will roll Inquisition for the Law.
Okay.
it's
Alright.
Lordath's severance package.
So Solomon identifies the encryption as an obscure cipher from ancient use by the Inquisition, invoking ancient oaths of cooperation between the Ordo Hereticus and the Deathwatch. Opening and decrypting the alert, it is a small coordinate data package which pinpoints somewhere on the planet back in Vermilion's Grace, where you guys landed. And it seems to be a small, nondescript minor church of one of the more minor sects of the Imperial Creed, and it just simply tells you to meet. But considering the encryption is Ordo Hereticus, it's very likely, an Inquisitor of the Ordo, Hereticus sent it. So.
When this data packet showed up, did it come with a giant yellow exclamation point over it?
May have, yes.
Quick question. What is the Deathwatch under Ordo?
Xenos.
Oh, okay.
There's three Ordos, three main ones. The Ordo Hereticus, which deals with
Heretics.
Heresy,
Malleus.
traitors. The Ordo Xenos, which deals with aliens, and the Ordo Malleus, which deals with demons.
We're the chamber militant of the Xenos.
Yes. Means you're the military arm of that. The military arm for the Ordo Hereticus is the Sisters of Battle.
So on that note, are they just in general, they're not really they don't really have the pull that Space Marines do they?
The Inquisition?
No, the Sisters of Battle.
Roughly on par. In general,
Really?
The thing is, with Space Marines, roughly they're very heavily watched by the Inquisition, and normally the vast majority of chapters are limited to 1,000 Space Marines and so many ships and equipment at any one time. They're heavily watched by both the Mechanicus, the Inquisition, and the High Lords of Terra. Whereas the Sisters of Battle, well, in theory they are. There's several chapters which just don't agree with that and do what they want, essentially, and because of their reputation, they're basically left to do what they want, like the Space Wolves or the Black Templars. But the Sisters of Battle are not in any way beholden to more or less anyone except the Ecclesiarchy and the High Lords of Terra, and they don't have anywhere near the stringent things. So whereas one chapter might have 1,000 Space Marines, one order of the Sisters of Battle could have tens of thousands of sisters.
Right.
So they're not as limited as in what they can do. Okay. But then again, they're not nearly as competent in battle as Space Marines, so good for you.
Yeah, Space Marines go and do things aggressively. Sisters of Battle, they go do it the passive-aggressive way, and if you ask them if there's anything wrong, they say no.
Wait, you guys, maybe with everyone else, they tend just to burn them alive.
Am I right, guys?
Oh man.
My girlfriend is watching, so I'm gonna be quiet.
Anyway, do you guys want to head to this small nondescript cell somewhere in Vermilion's Grace, where this GPS coordinate thing has sent you?
Sure.
Yes,
Sure, it's definitely not a trap.
Yes.
Is it the Church of the Giant Yellow question mark?
It's actually a nondescript cell for an order of silent monks.
So that's a yes.
Wait,
Possibly,
is it the
yes.
Silent Sisters by any chance?
No.
Oh.
Monks. Male.
Not, yeah, not
monkettes.
We're the chipmunkettes.
Oh dear God.
Heresy!
Heresy!
Silent Sisters don't exist in 40k, do they? It's just heresy.
The who?
Silent Sisters.
They didn't exist after the Great Crusade and the Horus
Yeah,
Heresy.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
all
okay.
died after that. Or no one really knows what became of them, but it's very likely that they just got warped into the Inquisition along with everybody else. So.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you guys head there, and let me see. So following the alert leads you to a small cloister attached to a conspicuously nondescript church. Within cell 5, the entire church is abandoned, by the way. You find a woman with long silver white hair. She introduces herself as Inquisitor Solus Deshane of the Ordo Hereticus. Given the history of Eleusis, it is no surprise to any of you that the Reach's witch hunters are monitoring the reconstruction of this world. The Inquisitor...
This isn't the woman... Okay, she's an Inquisitor. She's... Never mind.
Yes, she's not the sister, yes.
Okay.
I'll link you her. Give me a sec. You can all see that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's what she looks like. Alright, so, she's quite cordial with you. She greets you quite pleasantly, and then she just simply, well, since you're the leader, Uriel, she asks what exactly has brought you to Eleusis, and what is your purpose on the Shrine World?
Just saying, we can see her character sheet.
I know you're supposed to,
Okay.
because you're going to be using her later, probably.
Cool.
Yeah, we are.
Unless you severely fuck things up.
So we won't be using her later, is what you're saying.
Distinct possibility.
Alright, I walk in and shoot her in the face, alright? Like heretic.
You are so fired.
So yeah, Uriel, she's talking to you because you're the leader. See her?
Yeah, what's her name again? I've just accidentally closed it.
Her name is Inquisitor Solus Deshane. You can look it up. She's under the Inquisition part. There you go.
Thank you.
So she's quite cordial with you, like I said. She sent you a data package which invoked ancient oaths of cooperation between you and her order. And she just simply states what brings the Deathwatch to Eleusis. And why did you visit the sisters in their abbey? What are you looking
Inquisitor.
for?
We have come to stop actions of the Tau on this world. We have been pointed here because there is a potential threat. There's a plot potentially to use something on this planet, a gate of sorts. We are here to find out where this gate is and close it before anything comes onto this planet that we must then deal with.
So you've clearly piqued her interest, and she raises an eyebrow and says, "Could you extrapolate on the nature of this gate, brother? Perhaps there is more I could help you with. Is it of human construction? Is it some foul chaos construction? Is it of Xenos origin?"
It is Xenos, right, Warren?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It is a Xenos ring. It has been used on a planet we have just come from to summon forth a warp creature.
So she seems very interested, and she puts a place in hand for a moment and says, "I believe I can aid you in your investigation, and perhaps you can aid me in turn, brothers of the Deathwatch. If you give me but a moment." She walks off for a few moments, and you can see she holds her fingers up to her ear, clearly activating a Vox communicator embedded in her ear for a moment, and then has some brief words mumbled under her breath that you can't hear because it seems to be a sub-vocal mic of some kind. And then she returns to you, and she says, "I believe I have someone who can aid you in your task in this world. And as I said before, I believe in finding more information about this gate you seek. Perhaps you can aid me in information I seek at the same time. A mutually beneficial arrangement, no?" And then she sort of looks at you curiously. So,
yes, this seems good.
Okay, so you guys make small talk or whatever for a few minutes. She asks a bit about your mission and how it went on, and she discusses the nature of your chapters and your service into Deathwatch, and just pleasant things like that.
Are there sports in this universe?
Probably.
Well, it's Blood Bowl, right?
How? Oh yeah.
I don't think they actually play Blood Bowl, but yeah.
Isn't that fantasy? Not
Yeah,
40K?
that's fantasy.
Yeah.
Do they still play it?
Anyway,
no, they play it on PC as esports.
Yes.
I think actually having video games is like heresy. So
what? Why?
Because it's
because
a
AI?
waste. It's a waste of resources and shit. Yeah, as well as that. Yeah, everything.
You're not allowed to do any fun things.
It's a giant fascist dictatorship theocracy.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be used for? So after about 20 minutes, let me see. You guys, actually, I will put you in the room.
But they're pleasure worlds, though. That's what. Whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, like, cogitators and shit are owned exclusively by the Mechanicus, and I don't think they're a bunch of like. I don't think they have like e-sport. Well, they could. I mean, I don't know what they do in their free time, but
Well, I mean, it wouldn't really make sense for them to have esports because
they don't seem like a jolly bunch of people. They seem like boring academic scholars, to be honest. So.
Yeah. Well, and like.
That are also priests. It's like the worst combination.
Aren't they like super against AI and stuff?
Yeah. That's because the Emperor told them to be against AI.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have video games unless they played solely against each other, because otherwise...
They just play Pong all day. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just put you guys in here so you can see who turns up. You guys can all see this, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, look!
Yep. So... After about 20 minutes, the woman known as Sister Piety that you that was called the what was she called? Let me see.
She was the woman that I saw in my vision that was very strongly connected to what we were coming for.
Yes, she was the one that the Palatine referred to as Ward Sentinel.
I foresee a romantic comedy being made about you two.
And that's what she looks like. Okay.
That's some nice battle boobs.
Anyway, after she arrives, she looks a bit surprised to see you, and the Inquisitor, smiles a sort of a knowing smile, and says, "Sister Piety is my, how could I say, eyes and ears inside the Latvian Abbey. Though she is quite loyal to her Palatine and her order, she has believed for some time that they should be doing more to aid in the reclamation and purgation of this world. Sitting in their abbey idly guarding long-forgotten treacheries is not the first call of a Sister of Battle, and so she has been aiding me to root out the heresy that still stems from this world. And she has a great deal of information about many lost things that sisters have been hoarding. Your gate may be among them. And then the sister sort of turns to you and says, I believe what you're looking for may be within our abbey. We have a minaret at the top of the hill of Sif, known as the Forbidden Minaret. And within one of the other buildings of the abbey, a place that we reclaimed once this world was reclaimed for the Crusade several decades ago, is a chapel known as the Javar Ward. What's it called? Let me look for it. It's Javar or something. I'm just gonna look for it.
Javar Gate?
No, it's not Javar Gate. It's called Javar Watch. Sorry. Yeah. There's a actual abbey or like a building on the hill that's ancient called the Javar Watch, and that for decades now, she and her sisters have guarded this forbidden minaret, and whatever comes from inside it stems great evil. And then she holds up a tiny sort of jeweled amulet around her neck that seems to rotate in itself, sort of like a perpetual motion sort of wheeling thing in the middle, and it seems to constantly shimmer. It's clearly, and you can see immediately, Uriel, it's clearly been touched by the warp in some way. And she just says, "This is the Oculus. It has been handed from Ward Sentinel to Ward Sentinel since our arrival here, and in times of great manifestations of evil, it begins to spin and darken. It has darkened a lot of late, and I believe this means that whatever it is we guard in the Forbidden Minaret, its influence is spreading. I believe it is no coincidence that you have arrived here at this time as well."
Yes, there is something coming through the warp. That gate will bring forth destruction if we do not get to it soon.
Yeah, she nods and says, I have also aided Inquisitor Deshane, as she has said, with a great many of the heresies that may still linger on this world. It has been marred by chaos for thousands of years. To believe that its corrupting influence could be removed by mere bombings and purgations is foolhardy. You may have met a man, and then she sort of grimaces, when you went to visit that fool, Cardinal Loris. He keeps an archivist with him named Grant Valerius. I believe you met him.
Yes.
She nods and says, "He is not to be trusted. Be wary of Grant Valerius. The Synod may not be his only masters. I sense great darkness in him. What it is, though, I am not quite sure. But there are more eyes and factions on this world than simply bickering priests."
Yes, we've been told there is potential threats within the clergy.
Yeah.
We will look out for it, but we've been sent here to not cause too much troubles for them.
More so for the Xenos at hand.
Yes.
Okay, so she nods, and Inquisitor Saul Deshane comes forward and says, "I have something that, as I said, may help the both of us. Deep within the ruins of this world, from the millennia past, is the remains of what Eleusis once was, the shining beacon of fate in the Jericho sector before it became known as the abandoned Jericho Reach in the Age of Apostasy. Inside there is a vault known as the Confessional Vault. The corrupt priests of this world, before their fall to chaos, had already begun to fall into less scrupulous ideals, to say the least. They stored the vast sins of confessions from the faithful of this world as leverage and blackmail, and sold it to underworld parties and other less scrupulous individuals in age past. The Confessional Vault is therefore a bountiful trough of information that could be very useful in investigations into this world. However, I believe it also will have a great deal of information about the Xenos creatures you seek, and perhaps a way to enter the Forbidden Minaret. If you were perhaps to come with me and seek out this vault, it could reveal great information to us all. I warn you, however, it will not be an easy trip. The ruins of this world are, as I said, millennia old, stretching into the ages past and the different epochs of Eleusis, back to even before the Imperium came to this world. It is marred with treachery.
Is this subterranean?
Yes.
See, I told you, Ollie. I told you, didn't I say you're gonna bring a land raider and we're gonna go underground?
Hey, we still have a land raider if she goes down topside.
Sister, we have
Yes.
known hardship. We shall come with you and defend you in this task.
She nods and smiles and says, I would think nothing less of the Angels of Death. And then she says, however, I must warn you, there are many rumors about the Underdark of this world. A few of the less pleasant proverbs are some I should probably warn you about. Those that have returned from the nameless dark beyond have almost always come back returned changed. Most are completely mad. But they all seem to mumble one of the same recurring phrase, down in the dusk all secrets are laid bare. What this means I cannot say, but whatever we will find down there, it is likely not to be pleasant.
That's the exact same phrase that I heard in my
Yes.
thing, right? Okay.
It's a giant rave to Slaanesh.
Okay, so she nods and says, the entrance is not too far from where we are now, and then you guys head off in your land speeder. She heads off in her rhino, accompanied by a number of her acolytes, and then you guys eventually... Ollie likes something, apparently. You guys get to here. I don't know, someone wrote something funny. Yeah. Then you guys eventually get to here, which is the entrance to the place, and you guys now have control over these two guys, because you can use them as well.
Oh, yeah. Then we're going to take them. If not, I'll do it.
I mean, you can see their character sheets, so I think... Can you? Yes.
No one wants to do it, I'll do it. So.
Well, you've already got Solomon, so I guess I'll take Sister Piety if somebody else wants to take the Inquisitor.
Cool.
Sorry, I got 2 monitors. I can put like.
I'll take Inquisitor. What's her face?
You need someone ranged, don't you?
Me?
Inquisitor, what's her face?
Yeah.
Solace the Shan.
Inquisitor, what's her face? Come with us to look for Tim, the alien.
Okay, so let me see. Okay, so all accounts of the confessional vault say it is somewhere directly below the site of the old cathedral of Vermilion's Grace. All one has to do is keep going down. As many in the city half jest, if you reach hell, keep going, you're almost there. You have no trouble locating a way into the broken sublevels of the city. Vermilion's Grace is still covered in fissures from the conquest and repleted with jagged openings into the sunken crypts and mausoleums of the past. The entrance nearest to the nameless citadel is within its very courtyard. Through the hole left where an ancient tree and its buried roots burn to cinders in the purge. The upper crypts that you enter are thick with detritus from the assault. Layers of ash clog the ossuaries, and the passages are littered with charred remains that were never intended to be interred here. As you make your way lower into the dusk, the rubble and crumbling remains become more sparse and eventually vanish altogether. From here on down, the journey begins to be utterly lightless, so you guys have to turn on some sort of glow lamps of some kind to see anything. You do have dark vision, but it needs some amount of light, okay? So your lights do have light intensification, like they literally have lights in them, so you can just turn them on if you want to. Okay.
Would a pilot light on a flamer work?
Yeah, I mean, if you just turn the top little thing on, sure.
Yeah.
Don't most apothecary like backpacks come with a stab light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You turn it on. Yeah.
Would a plasma gun give off light as well?
No.
Oh gosh.
Not unless you fired it.
Alright, okay.
Okay, so the highest levels of the runes, as you look around, belong to an era when Eleusis was consecrated to the dark gods. You encounter depraved murals of warp-torn skies, human sacrifice, and men kneeling before demonic creatures all around you as you continue onward. So,
Bakersfield.
right.
Is anybody paranoid that we can chuck in the front?
Solomon is paranoid.
That's yeah.
Well, since I'm CQB, I guess I'm not going to be front, but I'll be right behind him.
I may just change the map because that was where you guys were. That's the entrance there, but it's not really interesting. Okay, you guys can all.
Oh.
Can you bring us to where we are? Oh god.
Oh, okay.
You can see yourselves, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So order yourselves in whatever formation you want to go. So yeah.
Go on, Solomon at the front, followed by me, Uriel, since I'm the best melee there is.
This is true. Wait, are we going north or south on this map?
So you came down from the north.
Oh.
That was the stairs down.
Can you fit 2 abreast down here?
No, the walls are like I just I put the dynamic lighting just so you can see the walls, but the walls are the walls. You can't go past like the stone. You know what I mean?
Just gonna move Solomon further down.
Yeah, so you can only really stand 2 abreast as Space Marines anyway. You can probably stand 3 or 4 maybe as humans.
Oh, so we can stay 2 abreast to Space Marines?
Yeah, only 2 abreast
Okay.
to Space Marines, yeah.
Then you go in front of me.
Okay, so in front of you, you get into darker areas, and it's clear, like, the further you go down, the more you seem to descend into the ancient history of Eleusis. And before you, there is definitely a fresher blood splatter than some of the ancient charred ones, and there's also some green ichor on the ground around the blood splashes.
Sabrathan, maybe you can identify this.
How old are the bloodstains?
Do a Medicaid test to try and judge that.
Give me a second, one. I'm just gonna move my character because I don't think I have lighting on mine or Solomon's.
Yeah, I may not have given you. Just give me. I'll give you all lighting. Give me a sec.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
The other guys. Actually, who does have lighting?
Wow, that's bullcrap. Whatever.
Alright, give me a sec.
Perhaps this second blood splatter will be provide more information to you.
We can only hope, brother. Oh, is that it? Do I basically just not know anything about the blood, or should I just?
You know it's relatively fresh, but how many days old? You're not quite sure.
Okay. I guess I'll take a look at that ichor on the ground.
Does it
Also,
look like
Medicaid.
orc?
An orc wouldn't bleed that. I think they're not green
Orcs
blood.
have red blood.
Oh.
What do you want me to roll for checking this stuff out? Medicaid again?
Yeah, Medicaid again. I think everybody has sight now.
There we go.
I'm just gonna test it. Yeah, I got sight. And Solomon does too, yeah.
Okay, so the ichor is maybe a day or less old, okay? And you can tell it is Xenos in origin. So you'll need to roll Xenos to try and figure out what Xenos it may have came from.
Can anyone roll that?
He's the only one that knows, it's Xenos blood, and I guess everyone could try and identify it, I suppose, yeah.
Alright, cool. Because we all get forbidden laws,
I did fine.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Wow, yeah, alright.
Okay, yeah, so you do a few analytical things with your, do you have a diagnoster helmet, or did you not bring it this time?
I kind of figured I didn't need to, because for flat Medicaid, I'm easily at 99.
Yeah, fair enough. It does other things though, but yeah. So, you take a sample, you identify it a bit, and you can immediately tell it contains Tyranid bioorganisms.
Is this sufficient? Is this sufficient for my Is this sufficient for my toxin application?
Yes.
Okay. I warned everybody about the possibility of Tyranid presence, so we should be watching for tunnels, um, or burst through points, and I make sure everybody's geared up with Tyranid toxin.
Can we identify the species if we get better degrees of success?
Perhaps, but he's already rolled it. No one else did, so yeah.
Try and go on
Take a little lick of it. Tyranid warrior cast.
You still don't know any difference. Did you re-roll that? Yeah.
No, that was Solomon and mine.
Okay.
So yeah. First one was Solomon.
I
Second
say-
one was Lorgath.
I say no. This doesn't taste like a Tyranid to me.
For the record, Inquisitor Solus Shane is very good at knowing everything.
Oh, she's good
I'm
at
not-
knowing
Oh.
everything.
Yeah, I mean,
Dun,
check
dun,
out,
dun.
I mean, you can all check her character sheet, see what she knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have it up, but I just have these two.
Oh,
Lore,
my,
common,
look at all
forbidden,
that
and
lore.
scholastic all.
Holy crap!
She also has a ton of talents as well. So.
Yeah, she does. Shit. I'm gonna have to read.
Did you put her, Warren? Did you put her talent notes down in the notes section like you did for Sister Piety?
That's just for her fate talents. Everything there is in the book, though. So, except the only one that isn't in the book is the trait on the left called "Thy Name I Keep," and the only thing that does is it's a special one. And the only thing you need to know about that is she can spend 2 fate points instead of 1 in the same turn. So she can reroll and then she can reroll again if she wants to, or she can reroll and then bump it up a degree of success, that kind of thing.
But we can't do that.
No, she can do that.
Oh, okay. So I've done that before, so.
No, you haven't. You've rerolled, but you've never like rerolled and then bumped up a fate point or anything.
So I did that against the Terminator in that fire keep thing.
And did you?
Yeah, because like I re-rolled, then made it a killing strike, then bumped it up 1 more degree. Like I'd used
Oh well,
3.
you shouldn't have done that. I was probably like half asleep at that point, but yeah.
I was wondering about that too. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can only the only thing you can burn or like use multiple fate points for is like healing shit. So
Alright.
okay, so you guys, I mean, you can continue on. You like I make maps so you can walk and shit.
Yeah.
So
Um,
feel
Has
free.
Waiting for orders.
has the Inquisitor tested the blood?
Well, no one rolled anything.
Oh, no, what, like, is it flat?
It'd be,
Yeah,
it'd be, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
she doesn't know any more than you do. She does have 6 fate points, so I mean, yeah.
Gonna like move Lorgath and Solomon to the exits and that and areas.
Can you go what?
Cover exits of like rooms and that, you know.
Yeah, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, it's more of to the others.
Yeah, I
There
mean,
are many
Uriel's in
pathways.
charge, so he can decide what to do.
There are many pathways. We should try and not split up as much as possible. But Lorgath, go to the south at the moment.
Like go further in or
Yes. I believe these will rejoin. I sense it somehow magically.
And you were right.
All right. Once they've moved in there, I fall back to the.
Oh shit, sorry.
So, everybody make an awareness test for me.
Paranoia? Got any bonuses?
Again, it's like +10.
Oh, okay.
I did not see anything.
Solomon doesn't see anything. Lorgath sees something. All sees everything, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone who passes this, you notice some. Let me see. What do you notice? You notice more murals and whatnot on the wall. So, beneath the remains of the Age of Shadow that you saw above, you know, the murals to the Dark Gods and human sacrifice and all that. Beneath the Age of Shadow are remnants of the time the ecclesiarchy strives so vainly to regain. Here lie fragments of the glittering shrine city that once brought pilgrims from entire sectors to pay homage to its temples. One of the most intact pieces of this history is a hall of robed bodies under glass. Over 100 bodies lie in perfect preserved repose. Their glass coffins are engraved with imperial iconography and scriptures, but their names are lost to time. So you're currently so far down, you went even before this place became corrupted, back when it was pious. But it's basically been turned into like it's ruins essentially. But there's murals all along the walls of very interesting things. Anyway, continue. The point is you're getting deeper basically.
Nothing in this room, yeah.
Yeah, not another room. It's just a refuse pile. It's definitely, there's definitely signs that perhaps creatures of some kind maybe went through here recently, because there's tracks on the ground and things like that. But mostly it's just like a refuse pile of debris and destruction. So to your east, there seems to be a staircase that leads further down.
Is there nothing like whatever the hell this thing is that I'm now standing on? Is this anything?
That is a very ruined old picture that has been totally destroyed.
Okay.
Whatever it was is like long since destroyed.
It looks like Charge of the Light Brigade to me.
Yeah.
More up north, by the way. Or head down.
We should check the north first before using these stairs.
So yeah, you find more of the ichor that is definitely Tyranid at this stage. So there's definitely Tyranid organisms on Eleusis. You guys have definitely confirmed that. Whether or not they're still here or they're still alive, it's hard to tell. But there's just ruined debris everywhere, and signs of blood, which is fairly fresh. Sorry, not flesh. And the green ichor that you've seen before.
Is there anything in this room, like this debris pile over where I'm at?
No, just more debris. You're in ancient catacombs at this stage.
Yeah.
Could I search this to find anything?
Yeah, you can search through things if you want to, of course.
Do I find anything?
You spend a few minutes digging through the remains of the past, essentially. You find nothing more than rubble and ruin. Anything that of value seems to have been scoured long ago, probably by the servants of the Dark Gods when they were in power here.
Okay.
All that's left is ruined effigies and things like that.
Effigies by any chance?
So the only way really forward is the staircase down that descends further into the dusk. And Uriel, could you roll Sinisians for me?
Yes, I will.
Oh, goody.
Plus 10?
Yes. Okay, so for a brief fleeting moment, you feel as if an entity has passed over you, or as if it was observing you, and you sense intense malevolence about it, and then it goes as quickly as it came, if you know what I mean. But it was definitely a powerful warp presence of some kind for barely a fleeting few seconds, as if it was observing you, and then it left.
Can I sense the direction to this? Does it appear to be coming down these stairs?
It definitely seemed to notice you the further you went to the stairs. Yeah.
Okay. Brothers, there is something watching us. Something from the warp. Be careful. It is powerful.
Sarlacc coming on this party. There we go.
Okay, so everybody freeze, and let me just check some stuff. Okay. Give me a sec. And you can all roll initiative.
Alright,
Dang it!
but yeah, for all it matters.
Oh yeah.
Give me. I just need to see what Solomon's is.
Don't forget if his agility is a little bit lower, you can always
Yeah.
bump it up with
Alright, so won't be his actual roll, but 6 plus 6 makes 12, 14. There you go.
Can I use a fate point to like lower my initiative?
Nope.
That's what you get from rolling 10s, man.
Right? This is literally I think the 7th combat in a row that I've been first.
Shoot yourself in the leg, lower your agility.
Oh yeah, that'll solve the problem.
Just summon the demon host, like that works.
It might not be so terrible now that I have a full auto weapon on hand, so we'll see what happens.
Is there a way of like using your aggro pull thing and then running around a corner?
In theory, yes.
But so wait, he's gonna pull aggro, then LOS them so they run around the corner.
Yeah.
Perfect MMO strats, man.
Yeah, let's see.
Who has sister party, by the way?
Who what? Sorry?
Who's controlling sister party?
Oh, that'd be me, sorry.
Yeah, what? Just roll for initiative.
Oh, I thought I saw her on here already.
No, we got the Inquisitor, but yeah.
Okay, I need to. Where did her sheet go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so she's got +4.
Alright.
Alright, Sister Piety gets 11 for her
Okay. I'll just assign
for her initiative.
Okay, well she's... Okay, so while you guys are slowly descending down, you know, trying to keep aware of your surroundings and whatnot, Sarlocke, you feel as if 100 pinpricks had just grabbed the back of your armor, if you know what I mean, in like a clawing effect, and then you slowly start to get pulled back. Make a strength test for me.
That blood smear will soon be your own.
Do both of my servo arms give me some kind of strength bonus?
No, it's just your normal strength.
Really? Okay.
If you use the server arm, you get
Oh.
strength 75. If you
I mean,
use that.
If he grapples
wouldn't you
somebody,
imagine?
what he does.
Wouldn't you imagine it should be putting both of his server arms into the walls to like stop being pulled back?
Yeah.
If she had have known what was coming, yes. But
I
she
was
did not.
surprised.
Yes. Okay, so this creature here appears behind you,
Oh god.
and it seems to have like launched hundreds of small tentacles from its chest that have hooked into the back of your armor.
Lictors.
It pulls you. Let me see how many degrees. Pulls you to here, and you're grappled.
So where the hell did this thing come from? We literally
has
did an
stealth.
extensive search.
It has really good stealth.
Yep, you are all surprised. That's what the awareness test was.
Good
for.
thing it was me.
I knew I should have taken rapid reaction. I knew I should have. That's okay.
Does anyone actually have rapid reaction? That's a good question.
I was gonna
I
get
do
it,
Dark
but
Heresy.
I was gonna get it, but I opted for the initiative boost.
Does
Body
the
reflexes.
Inquisitor? No, it has to be rapid reaction.
Yeah.
Does the Inquisitor have rapid reaction? I don't.
Wouldn't
She does not.
Wouldn't paranoia have helped Solomon?
Yeah, he got a +10.
Oh.
So, yeah. I don't think the sister does. It's very unlikely.
I don't think she does either. No, she doesn't.
Okay. So that was that turn. Then down below, make a opposed strength test for Solomon, please.
Alright, yeah. Sorry. Solomon's roll is coming in now for strength. +2 degrees of success, sorry.
Yeah, they have a natural strength as well, so it's relevant.
Alright.
So he gets pulled. How many meters does he get pulled? Gets pulled. Okay. So a bunch of hooks fly into Solomon and likewise pull him forward as this thing like literally just seems to come out of the shadows. Same opposed strength test for you, Lorgot.
Right, second, sorry. Strength. Yep.
Okay, so likewise, a bunch of hooks shoot into the front of you, and this thing, at the same time its companion did, comes out of the shadows and
jeez.
pulls you forward only 1 meter, but it grabs you in a grapple all the same because of the flesh hooks.
I'm curious, could I still like charge at them, or is it
No.
counted as I'm in the
Yeah.
grapple?
Yes.
Alright, goddamn.
You have tentacles all over you. Then this lictor over here comes out of the shadows and charges at Sarlacc. They can charge kind of far, I think. Yeah, you can. Yep, just about. Okay, so this lictor here charges Sarlacc. And they're quite good at charging. Okay, so it charges at you, Sarlacc, and it hits you. Can you grapple when you're? Can you dodge when you're grappled? That's a good question. I cannot remember. It's been a while.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check.
What we took? What did we take for our oath? We took Oath of Knowledge, but we took it against Tau, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay. And I'll just look those up on my own, I guess.
No, you cannot dodge while you're grappled. Okay, so this thing just hits you. So it hits you. No, you can't. You can't do any reactions while grappled. So this thing hits you with its rending claws. I think it has multiple arms. Let me just check. Because if it does, yes, it does. It does have multiple arms, so it's going to do the other thing. All right, so it rends you with its claws first for 1d10 plus 12. Okay. And let me hope that didn't have tearing. No, it doesn't. Okay, but the pen of this is 10 because it's razor sharp and it had more than 3 degrees of success. And it hit you in the body.
Okay, pen 10.
Yeah.
16 damage.
Yeah, so I'll pen all the arm in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have a
Like, yeah, my
toughness of
toughness is
14.
like 14.
Yeah, then do you have any bionics on your body that I can't remember? Like, I don't think you do.
I think that might be the only place I don't.
Okay.
But I also have flesh this week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you do actually. What's your flesh this week?
3.
Yeah, so you ignore the damage then. It's not enough to hurt you. Okay. Then it hits you with its sliding talons, which are the things on its back. They do 1d10 plus 14. Okay. And they only have pen 3, so that's going to do no damage. Alright. So this thing slashes at you, and your bionics are basically what save you, essentially. Okay.
Flesh is weak. Go bionic.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay,
did,
so-
thanks.
And this
I'm,
lictor here. It's not your turn.
Oh.
Yeah, there's another lictor before you.
Holy crap.
There are a lot of lictors. This one also charges Starlock. You see, they set up this little ambush to attack the last person that goes down the stairs. It just happened to be Starlock. So. And this one hits you as well. And that's gonna be like no damage.
I like your rolls.
Yeah, apparently me rolling ones is like super. Alright, Uriel, it's not your turn either because you were surprised. Starlock's not your turn because you're surprised. Because they got a surprise ambush on you. And it's this lictor's turn. Yeah, there are a lot of lictors, I'm not gonna lie. Then this lictor can't do anything because they're as big as you guys in the door, so they can't get any further than that. So he's just going to stalk over here and wait. They were hoping to pull you. They were hoping to pull you back a bit further so they could all jump on you, but it didn't work out. And that will be their turn. Okay, so Sabrathan.
Okay. I'm going to fire select slug rounds on my assault shotgun. They are in range. It's negative if they're in a full auto burst is -10 within standard, right? Then within within normal range.
No, full auto anything at half range is +20. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I misunderstood the house rules. Okay. All right, and I will be firing at that one.
The one on the right? Okay.
Yeah. And this is my slug rounds. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely hit him. He tries to dodge. By the way, these things are wonderful at dodging. Oh, they're okay. Definitely better than like normal things. Alright, so you full auto that, yeah?
Yeah, 5
How many?
hits.
5 hits? Okay, so it dodges 4 of your 5 hits.
Oh god. Okay. This does have felling, by the way.
Okay. Pen is 4, has felling, so you do 14 damage.
Okay, and it
That's toughness,
yeah, and I need to it
Does it
needs
have
to make
toxic or what?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so it has toughness. Okay. Actually, no, it doesn't need to. Actually, Tyranids are immune to toxins. That is correct.
Even really? Because like
Does the default weapon have toxic, or did you
No,
cook up an
sorry.
actual genophage? Yes.
yes, that's
Okay.
yeah.
Then they're not immune to that. Okay. Every other toxin they are immune to, except things you specifically make. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Then they will test on us. Okay. Let me see. So he has like a 10% chance with that damage. Yeah, okay, he definitely fails. Yeah, he fails. So roll 1d10. Say 6 more wounds. Okay, Ool, your turn.
Alright.
You
Can I
probably
see
look-
You were
the...
lucky you were in the middle of some big guy.
yeah.
You should probably head to the rear.
Yeah, can I see the ones in the back fighting Solok?
Well, I presume, the second you guys start getting hit by giant flesh hooks, people started screaming over the box. Like you're under attack.
Lictors, OMG. Or, no, OME.
Yeah, but could I shoot them from here?
Well, you can't shoot through the wall.
And plus,
No,
you're
no.
downstairs, so...
Yeah, you're downstairs. This is like several meters below, if you know what I mean. You can see the ones below, you can't see the ones above, though, yeah.
Why did
Could
it
I
have
see
to
them
be
from
so
here?
slow?
Like, how steep is this staircase?
It's fairly steep. Like each step is
Ah, yeah,
maybe.
so I can't
You're
see
gonna have
them.
to get to, like, the first or second
Yeah,
step,
yeah.
dude.
So I'll just
Well,
run
like
them.
about here is where you could probably start seeing like maybe this stuff here.
I'll just run up there then.
All right, Solomon is
I've got
grappled.
Yeah, I've got more agility than someone.
Oh, what's your agility?
Mine's 54. His is 53.
You have less agility than the lictors.
Yeah.
Okay, so the lictors will go first then. Alright, so that lictor
Good work.
is gonna go back invisible again.
Ah, good job.
Douchebag.
This lictor down here is going to run at Solomon now that he's got him in his fleshy hooks.
Alright.
And charges him. And hits him.
Alright, can't dodge, right?
Yep. So the first one is 19 damage, pen 10 to his body, and the other one is 20 damage, pen 3 to his body.
First one, he has 1 armor, then 10 toughness,
11 toughness. Yeah.
Yeah, 11 toughness, so 12 reduction. So that's 7 damage, yeah?
Yeah.
And then the next one, he has 11 armor, so yeah, it doesn't go through.
Okay.
I have a question. I know that the bonus for point blank doesn't work, like the plus 30, but what about the effects of scatter, like getting the extra hits? Does that work if they're engaged in melee?
Scatter, you need to be like nearly point blank or whatever to make it.
No, I know but I'm saying I know you don't. If they're engaged in melee, I know that you don't get the plus 30, but do you get the effects of scatter?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and that actually will damage him, Ollie, because it has pen 3, he has 11 armor, you said, yeah?
Yeah,
so that will reduce him to 8, and then he'll have, so it'll be 1 wound, just 1 wound though.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's a poisoned gun, right?
What is?
Ollie's. You gave the toxin to all of us.
Yeah, it's a group thing.
Yeah, but the lictor is hurting him, not the other way around right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
I forgot about the pen as well.
And then the lictor will roll Contortionist. Let me see. And it fails, so it does not do an Assassin Strike. Okay. Solomon. Now it is Solomon's. Oh no, wait, it's your turn because you're faster than Solomon. There you go. Your turn.
I need to break out this grapple, right?
Yeah, so you can either get out with a Contortionist test or an Opposed Strength test.
I'll oppose strength.
Okay. They're not very weak, so I mean.
Well, I don't have contortionist, so.
Yeah. You actually break out.
Alright. Is that a free action or?
It's, I think it's a half action. Let me just check. Break free. The grapple target can attempt to break free of the grapple by making an opposed strength test with a controller of the grapple. This test can benefit from assistance. If the active character wins, he breaks free and may perform any half action. Yeah, it's a half action.
And, second. far is that guy? Range. Gonna quick draw the flamer and fire it at the lictor down there.
Okay.
They probably have really high agility, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to keep him at bay so I can deal with the one on Solomon right now. And plus, I can't charge him, so.
Okay, so you just fire it at him, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, he tries to dodge. And he fails to dodge, actually, so roll damage.
Well,
Okay, so you pan 4 of his armor, leaves him with that, and then yeah, you do no damage. Alright, so he doesn't go on fire or anything.
no toxic for you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, at least you use one of his dodges, I guess. Solomon's turn.